In 2013, a maintenance worker climbed onto a hotel rooftop to check the water tanks. Guests had been complaining for days the water tasted wrong and the pressure was almost gone. When he opened the tank, he found out why. Floating inside was the body of a 21-year-old woman. She'd been missing for nearly 3 weeks, and this wasn't even the strangest death this building had seen. This is the Cecil Hotel. Built in 1927 in downtown Los Angeles, it opened as a glamorous destination: marble floors, wrought iron railings, a rooftop that once hosted parties overlooking the city. But the Great Depression hit just 2 years later, and the neighborhood never recovered. The Cecil became something else entirely: a cheap room for the desperate and, as it turned out, the dangerous. The pattern started almost immediately. Guests began jumping or falling from its windows. Suicides and overdoses became so frequent that by the 1960s, staff reportedly stopped being surprised. Then came the two names that turned the Cecil into legend. In the mid-1980s, a young man named Richard Ramirez rented a room on the top floor. Cheap, quiet, no questions asked. By day, just another face in the halls. By night, he was murdering people across Southern California, earning the name the Night Stalker. Guests walked past his door for weeks, never knowing. A few years later, another guest checked in: Jack Unterweger, a journalist secretly responsible for a string of murders of his own. Two serial killers, different decades, same hotel. But the creepiest case wasn't even a murder. In January 2013, a Canadian college student named Elisa Lam checked into the Cecil during a solo trip down the West Coast. Days later, she vanished. Police recovered surveillance footage from inside the elevator, and it's some of the eeriest footage ever released by a police department. In the video, Elisa presses multiple floor buttons, then steps in and out of the elevator repeatedly, gesturing as if talking to someone just out of frame. The doors never close while she's in view, even though nothing appears to be blocking them. Then she walks off camera, down the hallway. That's the last anyone saw of her alive. 19 days later, her body was found in one of the hotel's rooftop water tanks, the same tank supplying drinking water to every room below. To this day, no one has fully explained how she got inside a tank that was supposedly locked, or why she was behaving that way in that footage. Officially, her death was ruled an accidental drowning. Unofficially, the theories haven't stopped. Mental health crisis, urban legend, or something darker some people still won't say out loud. The hotel changed its name, then changed it back. Renovated, rebranded, tried to bury its own history. It's still standing today, and it's still called, by the people who know its story, the Hotel of Death. If a building could remember everything that happened inside it, the Cecil Hotel would have nothing left to say, because it already said too much. If this kept you up at night, you're going to want to see the next one.